one of my favorite targets to make content and videos and raise awareness of, George Gascon, LA's super funded by George Soros, progressive moron district attorney who took office earlier this year. He's back in the news, and we'll talk about this. Gascon is so early in office, he cannot even officially be recalled yet. However, there is already a strong movement to recall George Gascon already. They can't even get it going until March, and there's already a movement. Okay, so hopefully LA can rid themselves of Gascon. He's gone through, and one of the big things he's done is he's changed the sentencing guidelines tremendously in LA County. And he wants to get rid of death penalty. There'll be no more death penalty cases. And a big thing he went after was enhancements, meaning gang enhancements, violent offender enhancements, 3 strikes, all of the things that keep bad people behind bars. He's been against. He's actually lost in court in the last week. His own district attorneys association, their union, took him to court, and the judge said he can't force them to ignore the law. So there are some wins to be had there, but this is a very interesting story. Here's the headline, right? Prison inmate threatens to attack guard in LA County to fall under Gascon's jurisdiction for resentencing. I'm going to play you this audio in a second, but do you think, this is a great point, and this brings up a great point. Look, criminals pay attention too. Not all of them, right? But they know what happens when they do something. They know what the DAs will file and won't. This particular suspect we're going to talk about is a career felon, a career gangster, a career thug. They know they're going to exploit and they're going to take advantage. And that's things like knowing that they won't file a case if you steal less than $1,000. Crooks are going to take advantage of that, right? So this guy's a third striker. He's serving a sentence of 140 years to life, 3 counts of attempted first-degree murder of a peace officer with the use of deadly weapon, 4 counts of assault with deadly weapon on a peace officer, criminal threats. Keeps going on. Bringing a firearm weapon to prison, enhancements for personal use of dangerous weapons, as well as a myriad of other convictions. So this guy goes, hey, wait a minute, Gascon, this guy, DA, doesn't file these enhancements. I can get my case fixed. I just need a new case in LA County so I can get in their court system, and then I can get all of my cases reduced. I could get reduced from 140 years to life to 15 years under Gascon's guidelines. That's what he thinks. So he calls the downtown Los Angeles District Attorney's Office and leaves this voicemail. Check it out.
Now I need you to listen to this message very carefully. Okay, my case is subject to the new special directive under Gascon. 90% of it is enhancements. And I am trying to get back into court. Okay, and the thing is that I don't want to do this, but if I'm going to be forced, if I don't get some type of communication with your office to speed up the process, okay, because my mother is very ill, and I want to make sure that I have an opportunity to be resentenced. I'm doing 148 years to life on that case, but 90% of it is enhancements. If all the enhancements, strike fires, were dismissed, then I would only have 15 years to do on the base counts. Okay, and I need you to listen to this very carefully, because I need to make a decision between now and the time they transfer me as to whether I'm going to pick up a new case when I get there. And if I pick up a new case, they're going to take me to the Lancaster courthouse, and I'm going to force the judge's hand to take a plea deal to consolidate the existing case and speed up the process. So basically, I'm going to commit a crime to get into court. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to Lancaster, and I hate to do this, right, but I'm going to beat the shit out of a cop when I get there when it's in the LA County jurisdiction. So, it's like I'm reluctant to do that, but I'm going to do what I need to do to get back into the LA County court system.
You can't make this stuff up, okay? This guy is threatening to come to LA County to pick up a new case and beat a deputy, beat up a guard is what he says. That's a deputy sheriff. He's going to go, I hate to do this, but I'm going to beat the shit out of a cop when I get there. It's LA County's jurisdiction. Those are his words. And then he further goes on, and then I'm going to go into court and then try to consolidate the case. I'm going to do what I need to do to get back into the LA County court system. Is that what the citizens of Los Angeles County want? Is the most violent felons imaginable trying to commit crimes in LA County so that they can benefit from George Gascon's policies, sins reductions? It's a get out of jail free card in LA, and all the thugs know it. That's what happens when progressive DAs are infiltrating the criminal justice system, not for the purpose of making people safer, not for the purpose of making things better, but to dismantle the criminal justice system because it's racist. Gascon believes that the entire criminal justice system is set up to be racist against anybody non-white. And that's why everyone is in jail and mass incarceration. You know why there's mass incarceration? Because it was mass criminal activities, okay? People commit crimes and go to prison. They're just not scooped up off the street and put in prison for no reason. There's crimes associated with that. So instead of advocating for all of the suspects and perpetrators, George Gascon, how about you start sticking up for the victims first? And we will be relentless at Red Voice Media about George Gascon and Chesa Boudin. Okay? Relentless until they're gone. Gavin Newsom's in our crosshairs as well. And I don't mean crosshairs in a threatening way. I mean it in a figurative way. Like you literally have to say these things now with big tech censorship, right? So George Gascon, if you're an LA County resident, I'm going to put up the website here. Go visit, get registered, get on their email list to recall George Gascon. And the fight begins in March. Like, look, there's some political fights coming and brewing on the horizon, and they're in California. Gavin Newsom's got to go. Just hit the signatures, 1.5 million to force a recall election. Very excited about that. He's been awful for safety and many other reasons. George Gascon is causing so much attention in his first 2 months of office. There's already a recall movement against him. Same with Chesa Boudin. There's a recall movement against him as well. Another George Soros progressive lefty DA hell-bent on destroying the criminal justice system from the inside. His parents are domestic terrorists involved in a robbery, killed guards and NYPD. Yeah, I mean, how do these people get in power? I've been out of policing for 5 years. I never once had a district attorney that I felt like was more pro-criminal than cop. This is a new thing, and it's scary. If you want to see people be less safe and more injuries and another summer of love like we just had with billions of dollars damage, thousands of officers injured, and multiple people murdered, keep electing progressive DAs because that's what you're going to get. And that's what they want, okay? Because they want to defund the police. They hate the police. They think the police are racist, and they'll say whatever they want or whatever they can to get votes to stay in power. So I'm exhausted after that. Anyways, I'll be back next week. Thin Blue Line TV show every Saturday, streaming on Facebook and at redvoicemedia.com. I'll probably pop it up on iTunes shortly, and we are on YouTube. If you are on YouTube, we have been deplatformed and demonetized and all the things multiple times. We have some new channels popped up. If you would be so kind to subscribe, that would be awesome. Turn that bell on so you can get our videos. We're dropping OIS videos, pursuit videos, police news videos, and commentary like this. So again, appreciate you hanging out with me on your day. Next week, back with more law enforcement news, and you can check us out at redvoicemedia.com. My name is Ray Dietrich, and I will catch you on the next one.